Oh. It's trying to get my Handbrake on the way in. Look at that rock! Oh my god! Nice little hair. Oh, I'm so pretty. Oh, hello guys. Welcome to my bathtub. And yes, I know the question you're answering right now is I do often take baths fully clothed because that way I wash myself and my clothes at the same time. Environmentally friendly. That's what this channel's all about. What it would be like if my bath had a set of pedals, I had a steering wheel, and I could drive this motherfucker around a racetrack. That's a normal thought, right? I didn't mean to do that, but keep that in. Now luckily for me, and of course for all you guys at home, there's actually a mod of a bathtub over on Race Department. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself nice and sparkly clean for you guys and make sure to shoot some OnlyFans content while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And after I've dried off my supple pink skin, I'm going to try out this bathtub mod with wheels and an engine and see what it's like. I know what you're thinking. Was running a bath in the middle of the day and getting them fully clothed worth it for this little bit at the start of the video? Absolutely. And now that I'm all dry, it's a bathtub. And this bathtub comes with some very, very interesting lore from the guys at Wonka Sport who are responsible for this thing. Now we're going to set the scene, okay? The Samsung ringtone softly plays in the background. And unfortunately for the CEO of Wonka Sports, he didn't hear his alarm go off. And it's now 7:09 AM. And that won't be a problem, except he has to be at Wonka Sports HQ by 7:30. He rushes through his London apartment, aimlessly grabbing clothes and running to the door, but then he remembers he's not had a bath or a shower yet. And you don't want to go into the office smelling of 9 cans of the finest Stella Artois. This sparked the hatred for stationary bathroom appliances within Wonka Sports. And so when he arrived at HQ, he got to work. And this is the result of that glorious story. Now the amazing thing about this bathtub thing, including the fantastic rear wing on the back, it actually has quite a bit of horsepower. And given its weight, well I'll get to in a second. It has about 220 horsepower, which comes from a flat 6 engine, which I'm sure you can imagine what that is. Porky goodness. But it weighs like 120 kilograms, so it is actually quite rapid. Now for me, this ticks every box for stupidity, so of course I am drawn to it and have to take it round the test track to end all test tracks. That's right, we're going to the Nordschleife in a bathtub, because why the fuck not? Before I get into that, guys, if you enjoyed watching me bathe myself earlier, feel free to tap that like button. You can subscribe as well if you want. And make sure to go check out these guys over on Race Department. There'll be a link down below in the description for this mod. Go give it some love. Look at this absolute weapon. I got a lot of time for bathtub mods, as it turns out. Complete with the rear spoiler as well, which will generate, I'm sure, tons and tons of downforce. I don't really know what wheels are on, but they're tiny, and I assume probably not very grippy. And given that we have 200 plus horsepower in I was going to say car, in a bathtub that weighs 120 kilos, that's mad power to weight. That's like the most crazy superbike ever. And I don't know how that's going to respond to... Does this have suspension? There are so many things I don't know. Oh no, it turns out we have Pirelli Super Soft, so we have slick tyres on our bathtub, which is very important. All right, let's take it for a spin then. Here we are, in the pit lane. Whew. Oh my god, it's aggressive, to say the least, so... Oh, Christ almighty. Okay, it's real bathtub hours at the tourist fire, and who is up? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's quick, though. It's very quick, though. It's quicker than it has any right to be as a literal bathtub. But as you can see, we're struggling a little bit with... I don't know what suspension this has, but it is wonky. It does not move very well. Oh, Jesus. Oh, she moved. Oh, my God, it really goes quite quick. It goes quite quick. 3 plats. Oh, Jesus. Stuck the landing. There's your problem. So what I've learned is that our absolutely insane bathtub can't quite go over the Flugplatz flats. So we'll keep that in mind. The thing is, this is just a 1960s F1 simulator in a bathtub full of fuel, overpowered, with tyres that don't quite deal with the power as well as they should, at a circuit where any corner could kill you. Right, so how do I approach it then? Do I just brake on the way over? Okay, good. We're through. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's no downforce at all. I don't know what I expected, but there's none. Oh my God, the front end is always trying to flip over. This is basically Mark Webber simulator. So in terms of how it actually handles, I mean, it's not great. It's all mechanical grip, as you would expect. But the acceleration of the thing, I mean, like, third gear 100 mile an hour, and we're pretty much spinning the wheels. Hello, Rebel Tree. Yes, this is the most stupid thing that I've lapped around here yet. I always say, guys, if you can think or know of any stupid mods you want to see me cover in Assetto Corsa, feel free to tell me about them in the comments below, because I love doing stupid stuff. It's pretty much what gets me out of bed in the morning. Oh, miss coming up. There's a miss. There's a second miss. And the hit. Kind of, not really. Oh, watching out for any point where this thing can lift up there, like for example, at this speed as well, where I think the bathtub is just doing that. It's on his arse. So any sort of bump, it just catches underneath the tip of the bathtub, and you flip over, which is rad. It's so fast though. I mean, like, only 200 and whatever horsepower, but this is quick. I never thought I'd say that about a feckin' bathtub, but here we are. Right, carousel. For the first time in this thing. How's it going to be? Oh God. Oh God, it's terrible. Oh God, it's awful. I'm still alive though! And now this last section. This section here is usually like the epitome of car handling and driver input. Not sure how it's going to respond to one soapy boy. No. Why am I concentrating? This always happens. I'm like, oh no, I'm just having a little fun video. I'm like, no, let's concentrate. Driving this fucking meme wagon. This is what my career is. So now, interestingly, we're coming up to the back straight here. I wonder what sort of speed this thing's going to get up to. Oh, it's getting a little bit wobbly. It don't like this. The front end's lifting as well. It's bouncing like that down the straight. 260. Come on. That's still pretty fast. That's like over 150 mile an hour in a bathtub. Right, so this is my totally first attempt of trying to lap this thing around here. Nothing to do with it being absolutely insane or anything. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jimmy. Don't do it. Ignore that. So, a bathtub around the Nordschleife, timed lap. Let me know in the comments what you think this thing's going to do around here. I don't really know. It could actually be, I'm going to say like a mid-7 if I get it together. Because it's actually super fast out the corners. It's just through the corners and top speed it starts to fall down a little bit. Like, even though we're slow out of there, we're already up to nearly 140 mile an hour just on the exit, just on the throttle, because the fact we have zero weight in this feckin' bathtub, other than the size of my testicles and the bar of soap, which you can drop anytime. It just means that anytime we get on the power, we just rocket forward. And of course, we have the perfect aero shape in the form of a bathtub. Imagine, like, the how this must feel for the driver just getting just smashed with the wind from this thing as you're yeeting around at over 150 mile an hour. Now, I had to have a big lift through there because it's so easy to just spin the thing over the rise. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's fighting me all the way. There you go, we survived. Ain't that nice? Have a bit of survival. Oh my God. You might notice that I'm offline quite a bit. It's just because of how this suspension moves around. It's so tricky to get it right, man. It feels like it's almost random when you hit the bumps. It's like throwing a like a rugby ball and trying to predict where it's going to bounce. That's sort of like how it is to drive this thing. Not that I've ever played fucking rugby in my life. Look at me! I'm a dweeb. I'll be killed. But then afterwards, I'll take a nice bath in my motorised bathtub. See you, nerds. Okay. There's an apex there somewhere. Apexes are optional in this thing. You might say that my driving isn't quite scrubbing up. Oh. I almost hit the apex, that's nice. Now, don't go wide here, remember what happened last time? Can't really like smash the brakes or anything. So, this is actually quite appropriate to drive this around here because the bathtub model is how I sort of learned to drive the Praga. If you imagine a bathtub full of water, and when you're transitioning on the pedals, the idea is to try and not slosh the water around that much. So if you have a harsh stab on the throttle, all the water goes flying out the back. If you're smooth, you lift up the nose slowly, and the water stays in. This is the sim racing physical embodiment of that of that mantra. The midway point, we're on at the moment for somewhere in the 7-minute margin, or just over, if I can keep the nose down. Wow. This thing just wants to wheelie all day. I want to push it, but you can't. It's not a vehicle that you can push, strangely enough. Can you imagine if you had a crash in this thing in real life? I mean, you would be just fucking decimated. You'd be clean, but there'd just be bits of you everywhere. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, any elevation is the enemy of this thing. It feels like it just catches, like it's too long. The wheels are so tiny that you're not very far off the ground, so you just hit your bottoming out so much. The car doesn't know what to do. Sorry, it's not a car. That's a lie. Make sure not to chap the curbs. I'm actually being very, very, very hesitant through here. Trying to get it through in one piece. Might not look like I'm attacking that much because this is about as fast as you can drive it without it going a bit mad. So now I've got to be super, super careful through here. This elevation, you see what happens when we get the front off the ground. So brake, nose down, nice. Oh, I tried to turn it in and it felt like it was going to roll over. That mid 7 minutes looking like it might still be possible. We're just getting together through here. If I get it together, oh god. Still good, still good, still good, still good. Try carrying speed through there, but funnily enough, it's the bathtub, so you can't really carry any speed. Decline the carousel. Oh, she's feisty. Come on. Not far away. Got a straight and a squiggly bit and we're done. And now we get to unleash all of our 200 and whatever horsepower down the straight to about 260k max speed. Don't go on the grass, Jimmy. There is no way back. Now, I think if this was driven by somebody who was actually a bathtub specialist, we might be able to get this under 7 minutes. I don't think I'm going to quite do it this time, though. Slacking that little bit of top speed. I'm going to just have a wee lift round here. Don't want the nose coming up. Oh, my God. Oh, it's feisty. It's V feisty. Not bad. Come on. Can we get under 7:15? 7:11 in the bathtub, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. This thing just went round an Nordschleifer in 7 minutes 11 seconds. To give you some sort of context, I'm fairly sure the Cayman GT4 just went round here in 7 minutes and 4 seconds. So spend loads of money, get yourself a Porsche Cayman GT4, or get a bathtub. I think it's pretty fucking obvious what you're going to do. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, and thank you very much to the literally thousands of people who linked me to this mod saying, go do it! This has you all over it, and it does. Look, there I am, in the car. If you did enjoy it, feel free to tap that like button, subscribe as well if you want, and as always, I've got to say a massive thank you to my patrons and sponsors for allowing me to make stupid content. Thank you. You're great. I'm going to go get back in my bath now to get myself clean after a hard day at the office. Take care, have an awesome day. See you next time. Yeah! Oh, dead. Insta dead.